Hey Josh, how are
Awesome. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks so much for
Good.
joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so I just realized you guys are from Michigan as well. I was raised in Michigan. I live in Boston now, so it's
Oh,
kind of
right,
cool
right
to
on.
yeah.
Whereabouts in Michigan?
I grew up in Troy.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys from
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, yeah, roughly. Yeah, Mount Pleasant area. Yeah, little ways from Troy, but yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
No, it's cool to see some good music, coming out of Michigan. I mean, Michigan's always had good music, from Motown to,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
rock
definitely.
bands. So
Yeah,
it's
oh yeah, all the way through it. Yep. Our bass player Lewis, he actually lives out in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
That's a little bit further.
the three of us are from here, so yeah.
Oh, very cool. I was
Yeah.
going to ask you, growing up, which music venues did you usually go to see music?
Uh, Pretty much like mostly down in Grand Rapids. Pine Knob back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
It's been a while since I've been there, but the Deltaplex was one that we went to a lot of. The Orbit Room was one. A little bit of the Intersection, but the old school ones for me were, the Deltaplex, the Orbit Room, and probably Pine Knob.
Oh, yeah. I remember Pine Knob. It's a
Yeah,
different name now, right? I haven't been back to
yeah,
Michigan in a while.
yeah. It was DTE or something,
Oh,
and then
that's
I think it
right.
went back, or I'm not real sure what it is now, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Growing up, my parents wouldn't let me go to concerts, so I think I pretty much only went to concerts at the Palace, the Palace of
Oh,
Opera
right.
Hills.
Oh, yeah. See, I've never been to the Palace. I've never been to a big show like that.
And I don't even know if it's called that anymore, so
Right.
everything's
Yeah. Yeah.
changing.
I couldn't tell you. I don't think it is, but yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
Yeah.
I'm really excited to talk to you about your music and your upcoming shows. I know you have a tour
Yeah.
coming up with Cold and Orgy, and
Yeah.
you guys are scheduled to play is it the Capulet Fest or Capulet
Capulet.
Fest?
Yep.
Yeah,
Capulet Fest in Connecticut. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
really
That's
exciting.
I think that's I want to say June, end of June.
Yeah,
I'm not real sure.
I believe I read that it was Saturday, June 29th, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a big deal too. They got a killer lineup on that
I know, I
so
saw
far. I mean, it's
that.
just insane. Yeah, super happy to be on that. We played it last year, and the weather kind of played a huge role in it. I mean, it rained all weekend. It was still a lot of fun, a lot of good bands. But we're excited to play it again this year. It's gonna be a big deal this year. Super pumped.
Yeah, I was looking at the lineup. I'm like, wow, that's a good day to play on.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, for the weekend, you got nothing more Skillet. Just tons of good bands.
Yeah, I think I saw Adelita's Way, if I'm not
Yep,
mistaken.
Alita's Way. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep, super cool. Yeah.
Are there any bands that you're really hoping to meet or, hang out with?
I'm a Nothing More fan. I like a lot of their music. It'd be cool to meet those guys. Maybe meet Johnny. It'd be kind of sick. Maybe get a slide a picture in there or something.
Ah, nice. Well, fingers
Uh,
crossed. I hope it happens.
right. Yeah, the guys in Skill. I mean, Skill would be cool to meet. I mean, there's so many good bands there. Yeah, there's so many good bands, and it's one of those kind of festivals, super laid back. Everybody just kind of mingling, with the fans for the weekend. So it's like you'll randomly walk by somebody. At least that's how it was last year. So it was super cool. I'm pretty pumped.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping to catch you guys when you guys are in Boston. So I'm really
Yeah,
crossing my
cool.
fingers to make it out to the show.
Yeah, yeah. That'll be my first time in Boston. This will
Oh,
be my
really?
first time at a lot of these places, really. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
excited.
that's awesome. So that's going to be a fun experience for you to not just play
Oh,
the shows,
yeah,
but explore new cities.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, I hope that you enjoy Boston.
I hope so. I plan on trying the food everywhere. So
Oh, yeah, there's lots of good
uh,
food.
yeah,
No lack of bad.
right.
So what can people expect from the set list for the tour?
We're go big or go home, right? It's a big tour, so we're gonna bring the heat, really. It's gonna be super up tempo. Um, a lot of fun. I think people will be able to feed off of us a little bit. We have some harder stuff. We got a couple ballady tunes, you know, that we'd released, like Nowhere to Go, our recent one. We'll play that. We'll play that. So it'll mostly be most of the songs that we released already,
Mhm.
plus a couple that we haven't released yet. We haven't even recorded yet, but we've been, you know, kind of playing them for the last couple years. So yeah, it's good. We think it's a good list. We're pumped.
Well, from all the songs I've heard so far, I'm sure they're going to be awesome. And
Yeah.
yeah, congrats on the latest single, Nowhere to Go. It looks like it's doing well on the charts. And
Yeah. Super cool. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't ask for a better, you know, a better outcome of, you know, or what, I can't think of the word.
I think that's the right word.
Yeah, right. You know, I mean, the feedback on it has been phenomenal. It's hit, man, this song really hits home, goosebumps, some people, kind of brought a tear in my eye, like
Oh, yeah.
that's huge for me personally, and for us as a group, to just be able for people to be able to relate, you know. So yeah, it's huge. Yeah, super glad that we put that out. We actually had that song. It was a demo song. We kind of were sitting on it for a couple of years, and then we knew it was good, but we just kind of right time, right place, I think. And we just happened to revisit it not but a few months ago, and you changed some stuff around, and before you know it, we had what we thought was a good song, so we recorded it and put it out, and yeah, super stoked.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love the structure of the song and the different elements of it.
Right. Yeah, it's
It's
different.
like
It's
a twist
different.
and turn.
Yeah, it kind of, you saw when we had the demo version of it, we just kind of, we'll do a demo. Chris might have scratch track guitars and stuff, and we might throw some drums on there real quick, and I'll go through maybe hum some lines or some lyrics, try to come up with a melody. And we had in the demo version, all the verses were kind of the same melody. It's kind of a lot like the first verse now, but all the way through it, kind of singy, more ballady. And we thought when we revisited it, we thought, basically we you do these songs and you go back, you're like, man, I forgot about this song. It was one of those, and we kind of jammed on it for a couple of weeks, and we're like, man, it's a little too much, a little monotonous melody wise. And Chris was like, man, what if you tried to do like a rap verse in there? Man, I wasn't even thinking anything like that, because we want the song we want the song, we want people to feel it, we want them to be able to, relate to it. And I didn't want to go too far off track with that. And I'm like, how do you do a rap verse? Like, I'm not a rap, I'm not like that, so I don't even know if you call it a rap verse, but
I thought
so
it
yeah,
was.
and anyway, Jeff and I sat down for 10 or 15 minutes, and we come up with that second verse, and it was weird at first, but it was like, right, to me, it's like, it's what it needed. It's different. We don't want to sound like anybody else. We want to be ourselves and sound like ourselves. So it just worked out. I mean, we thought it was great, and I couldn't be happier with it.
Yeah, the reception's been really great. And yeah, I
Yeah.
think the rap verse, it definitely works in the song. So
Yeah, cool. Yeah. It's different, it's definitely different, but yeah, different from what I'm used to, kind of. But it felt good. It feels good. It sounds good. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Couldn't be happier.
nice. What are some of your favorite concerts that you've been to as a fan?
Who as a fan? Well, I've always been a huge Tesla fan. Uh, and I've seen them 4 or 5 times. So that'll always be one of my favorite shows. Iron Maiden is super up there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
super memorable. One of the most hyped shows, I guess, the most energetic shows that I've been to, was Nonpoint.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
I've seen them. They're
yeah,
amazing.
we played with them in one of my other bands. We played with them at a festival here in northern Michigan, and we were side staged, and it was insane. I mean, this is just 2 years ago, and I'm already hooked on what I do. When you're a musician and you're a showman and that, you love being out there and doing that. But man, when I seen those guys going off the way they do, I was like, like, come on, you know, or you see, like, I have to do that, like, I have to compete with that. It was just insane. So that's one of my most favorite shows was the Non-Point show, and I'm not like a huge fan, but man, being side stage and then meeting the guys and just seeing how they do their thing, that was insane, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I've been to a lot of good shows, more classic rock type shows. You know, I
Hmm.
grew up on '80s hair metal and stuff like that. My dad was always in bands, so you know, a lot of '80s hair bands even.
Yeah, and a
You
lot of
know,
them are still going on tour. Like, I just saw Def Leppard is going on tour again. I'm
oh
like, these
yeah,
guys, how do they have so much
Motley
energy
Crue,
at their age?
right? Yeah, Motley Crue. I know it's insane. You know, I hope to be big enough one day to be able to do that. You know.
I'm, yeah, I'm sure. And it's crazy. Like Phil, I think that's the name of the guitarist, Phil Collin and Def Leppard.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he has like the body of a 20-year-old. I'm like,
I know
it's
it's
crazy.
insane. I know it. I know it. I know it. It's insane. It's insane. A lot of these guys, they work out 24/7. You know what I mean?
They got the
Which
money to do it. So
yeah. If you have the time, yeah, if you have the time and the money, you know, and the mentality, you know what I mean?
yeah, but you guys are, on your way, I think,
Yeah, right.
making
Yeah,
good music.
we hope so. You know, we just want to keep making good music, you know, and putting out good music. What you know, we want people to relate to it. We want to put out, you know, kind of what we want to put out. We don't want to be stuck down one lane, you know. We hope people can see that, you know. We want to stay independent as long as we can write it out, you know. We want people to we're just regular dudes, you know. You know, we're obviously we're trying to make it in this business. It is a business, but we're gonna do what we want to do. You know, we're gonna put out what we love, and
And stay
you know,
genuine. I like that.
absolutely, yeah,
Yeah, I think it's important to stay authentic and,
absolutely.
not sell out, I guess is, the term people use.
Right, right. I mean, there's a lot of different ways of doing everything in this industry, I think, you know, and we're just gonna, um, I guess, kind of keep doing us and having fun. We have fun with it. We have fun jamming our own songs, and that's rare, you know, I think. Um, you know, even at rehearsal, it's fun. It's fun doing our songs. We're not sick of it yet, but
Oh,
you
that's
know, then
good.
again, we haven't played them, you know, we haven't played them 30 days in a row yet either, but. Uh,
And do you like to write when you're on the road, or do you like to prefer to just kind of
I kind of, yeah, I
unwind?
always kind of jot stuff down. You know, I have notes on my phone. I have a couple tablets or a couple, you know, little notepads at home. But I have the notepad on my phone gets a lot, you know, and I'm not usually writing whole songs or that, you know. It's, a lot of times I bounce around, more ideas. I do. It's easier for me to write. It's easier for me personally to write when I have a little bit of melody to go with some kind of music, you know. That makes it easier. I have written both ways, but it's hard for
Mm.
me just to lay something down. So what I'll do is I'll jot stuff down, jot ideas down. Sometimes I'll take, you know, something from this page and I'll get a melody in my head with some music, and I'll rip some lines off another page if they make sense. And depending on what I'm trying to do, you know. And then other times I write a song and the whole thing just kind of comes out, you know. So um when that happens, usually the song's laid down pretty well already. So you
Nice.
know, wouldn't say that I would write a lot on, you know, like on the road or anything, but I'm always jotting stuff
Like
down.
ideas down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Where would you say is like the weirdest, well, maybe not the weirdest, but like the most random place an idea came to you?
Oh man. That I've used or
Oh yeah, that you've used
that
in
I've
a song.
used? Oh man.
Because I know
Well,
inspiration can hit you anywhere.
it does. I mean, off the top of my head, something that I've used, you know, I couldn't even think of anything in particular off the top of my head. You
Mm.
know what I mean? As far as like a weird place or anything. Usually like I'm always jotting stuff down, but that'll just be like something random. Like I said, in my notepad, it's just lines, sometimes 2 lines, 4 line paragraphs, whatever. Sometimes they rhyme, sometimes they don't. They're just random. But when I'm actually writing something, I'm usually focused at that time on writing it, front to back, or, I'm more focused on writing it. So I haven't really had anywhere other than, like the jam room that I
Right.
can think of off the top of my head, basically,
No worries.
you know.
I was just
Like
asking.
I've never been like on a roller coaster,
Oh, yeah.
and was like, oh shit. But I've thought of experiences, that definitely, and I've written it for off those experiences, but never at those times have I thought, man, this would be great, in a song.
Right.
I wish I did, because I'd be a step ahead of myself.
No, I remember one time I had a dream, and in the dream there was a random. It wasn't a real
Right. Oh
song,
yeah.
like a non-existing song that was somehow playing in my dream, and I woke up and I'm like, that was a catchy song, but I couldn't remember how it went.
Oh yeah.
Man, I wish I remembered because it was
Right.
super
Right.
catchy.
Yeah, I think I wake up with random melodies in my head sometimes. I'll literally be humming them when before I even open my eyes. I'm humming them. It's weird. It's like I wake myself up humming this tune, and then I
Yeah,
don't I don't I don't know where it came from.
it's it's really weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Super weird.
Well, I want to ask, what else is next for the band? And if people should keep their eye out for anything.
Yeah. Well, we have the tour with Orgy and Cold coming up here in just a few weeks. Then we have Capulet end of July, festival in Connecticut, and then we'll take a little bit of time off for the summer. Do a little writing here and there, probably do some recording. I believe we'll be putting out a couple more videos this summer. Um, and then I know we'll be looking for probably a late summer or a fall tour.
Oh, nice.
We always kind of got our eyes and ears open, um, you know, for good opportunities, something that makes sense to us that we can all, do. So that's the plan as of right now. Yeah.
Nice. That's exciting.
Yeah. So we're hoping to we'll knock this tour out. Hopefully everything goes well. I think it should.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah,
should.
and then the festival, we'll look for other festivals too throughout the summer. We'll probably try to jump on a couple other like festivals if we can. So like don't rule any of that out, but we'll definitely be looking for like a late summer or a fall run somewhere.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
really excited to catch you guys in Boston, and I'm really looking forward to, hearing your other new songs. And I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me.
Oh yeah, no, thank you for having me, man. I mean, anytime we can do stuff like this is great. I love it.